in trouble. Oh, hi. Welcome back to my kitchen. So, yeah, I've made a couple videos, but I've been having some trouble getting them to the editing program. So, those might be coming. They might not. They might just end up in the void of internet. But today, we're going to make something. So I got home from work. It's really late. We should be eating dinner right now. But no. I'm gonna make something. It's freezing cold out. It's like 0 degrees right now or something like that. And what is better than some nice yummy cake? And not only is it yummy, this is like, how do I describe this cake? Well, it's a cinnamon poke cake. I saw this video on like Tasty and I tried it and it's a hit. It's the easiest cake you can make with the highest satisfaction rating you could possibly get. So where do I start? I start with some cake mix. I just got yellow cake mix. You could pick whatever kind of cake mix you want. And yeah, pick whatever you want. I think the Tasty recipe says white cake mix, but I decided to go with this yellow one. And then you make it as according to the recipe on the box. I'm not a big fan of cake mix. I'd much rather make it from scratch by myself, but this recipe is worth making the box. If you want to make your own cake mix, that's totally fine. Make it however you want. Do whatever flavor you want. Do whatever you want. You do you, boo. Okay. And then 3 eggs. 1. 2. The eggs, we got the butter, now we need half cup of butter. Down and turn that on. Now while that's going, I've already sprayed my pan. So now, this goes into the oven at 350. That's what it says. 350 until it's done. And then we'll do the next part. Okay. So while the cake is baking, we're gonna get the cookie stuff ready. So we have some brown sugar, cinnamon, salt, and a can of sweetened condensed milk. That's all it takes. And it's delicious cinnamon heaven. You don't think it is? You're wrong. Okay, so. This freaking thing. That's what I got. It's not even open. So anyways, we'll figure this out. There we go. I'm allowed to lick my fingers because it's just me that it off. And if they don't like it, they don't have to eat it. Sweet condensed milk is so good. Don't want to make sure anything goes to waste. So we've got our sweet condensed milk. And then we have a half cup brown sugar. That's probably like and then it's just all and then you tiny whisk it up. Wasn't so bad for you. It's amazing. But I refuse to let myself test it out because I don't like it. I like to, just as an FYI. Tip down. So I like to mix this in a measuring cup because it's clear on the sides and I can see how well it got mixed. A little white on the bottom. Now what residents grow? Mix it up. Okay. So that's all mixed. The cake is still in the oven. My hands are super sticky now. So I'm gonna go touch stuff. Alright, so as soon as the cake's out, we're gonna let it rest for like 5 to 10 minutes, if that. So when the cake's done, as soon as it's completely done, I'll take it out and let it rest for like maybe 5 to 10 minutes or so. Do not let the cake cool all the way. If you do, I mean, the cake's still gonna, this is still gonna be good, don't get me wrong. However, if you let the cake cool all the way, the brown sugar doesn't dissolve as much, so it gets a little grainy when you're eating it. Still delicious, still delicious. But we have found through making this a couple times, it's best like when the cake's still a little warm, and so then everything's like ooey and gooey and combines with each other really well. Okay, so when the cake's done, we will come back. So it just came out of the oven. It's still really hot. And then this is what we do. So side note, on the Tasty video, they took like a handle of something like this big and like poked giant holes in here. Don't do that. Don't do that. We're gonna take a fork. And then the cake turned out lopsided. You can't really see how bad, but it's like an inch taller on this side. So, what you do is, however you want, while it's still warm, poke a bunch of holes. It's a poke cake. Can you see all the pokes? All over the place. And then our sweet condensed milk, brown sugar, and cinnamon mixture. Pour it all over. Just make sure it gets every little spot, that there's nothing missing any. It's so good, so good. So now what we're going to do is we're going to let this sit. We're going to let it sit until it's cool. We want to make sure that the sweet condensed milk mixture gets put on when it's still warm. This way the brown sugar kind of like liquefies and it doesn't become all grainy. So we're going to put this aside and I'm going to finish dinner, and then we'll come back and make the cream cheese frosting. Alright, so cake is cool. Time to make some frosting. regular cream cheese frosting. I want it real cream cheese. So we're going to do 1 packet of cream cheese. Not really thick. You don't want overly sweet. Like, I think cream cheese is perfect for this. The tasty video was like, it was like cream cheese and butter mixed together, and then some homemade whipped cream that they folded together. I think there was a little powdered sugar in the cream cheese mixture. But so we're gonna do 1 thing of cream cheese. You can't see. I'm gonna do about a half a thing of butter. So 4 tablespoons ish. Put them in. And we're just gonna mix. So we're gonna make sure the cream cheese gets really creamed. And then we're gonna take, before we add any powdered sugar, we're just gonna scrape the sides down. And then go at it again. Okay, and then you turn it on low before you add powdered sugar. We're not measuring. I don't measure powdered sugar because it makes a mess when you do. And it's just better to taste it anyways. Now, I did use salted butter. That's what I have. So I'm doing like half a pinch. If that. It was like 4 grains of salt. Stop. Let it down the sides so you get all the goodness. Just by looking at it, I know. Now, frosting is something that you definitely want to wipe down, like stop it, like I have. Otherwise, it doesn't mix up very well. Yeah, what do you know with that? It's not overly sweet. Don't, for this frosting, don't want something that's really sweet because you have, sweet cake and then the sweet cake has milk, brown sugar. It'd just be too much. So, next step. So I know, I'm assuming everyone knows the little trick. This, I mean, you can put, oh, there's a ladybug. Ladybugs are good luck. You can just like spoon this on top of the cake and spread it out from there. I think it's a little bit of a mess. So we are going to take, and there's no need in using like an actual piping bag for this because we're not making decorations. So just a Ziploc freezer bag type thing in a cup. And then get a little bit better view. next step, tip off. My little offset spatula. Doesn't look like much, but oh my god, is it so delicious. Now, you don't need a big piece. It's sweet condensed milk and sugar, in addition to cake and frosting. Don't get a big piece. However you want to do it is fine. But for this house, the 9x30 or 13x9 works the best. Okay. So, oh, you can't tell. It did go down and so you just can probably tell on his face. But it's there. Sides, and it's so good. Okay. Shut up and eat. You have no idea how delicious this is. Because we took and poked it and added the sweetened condensed milk when it was still warm, it just, the cake kind of like just soaks up that added pokey sauce. And then, so you get the warmth from the cinnamon, but cinnamon and milk and cream or ice cream or any kind of dairy stuff, cinnamon and dairy together is just such an amazing combination because the cinnamon warms your body, gives you that warm, cozy feeling, and then you've got, in this case, cream cheese that has the cooling effect, but it's still very like warms your soul kind of stuff. I'm gonna call it soul food, but it warms your soul. Try this out. You will not be disappointed. Like, seriously, this is the easiest cake. I mean, I made it. It didn't take long at all. I talked too much. So, make this and make sure you like the video. If you like it, hit the like, the thumbs up button. And make sure you subscribe and follow me on Facebook and YouTube and Instagram and all the socials. This is so good. I have to go do stuff. I'm gonna see if I can edit this video today. Thank you so much for watching my videos. It like super, it means so much to me. So thank you.
Okay, so this is Jamie's cinnamon poke cake, and it's literally like in the top 2 things she's ever baked. This thing is amazing. It tastes like Cinnamon Toast Crunch in a cake, and I'm gonna take a bite and show you, and it's gonna be very tough not to keep eating. So she, whole fucking thing. Ooh, pardon me. So I'll edit that out. One more bite. So good. Everyone should be jealous that they don't get to eat this.